Fucking hell. Okay. So, sorry I'm starting a little bit late. But, at the same time, it was in no place to start mentally. So, I,
It's me, Mario.
so,
Hello.
I don't usually talk to my dad too much. Because he kind of sucks. And, he was, pretty, like, I mean, he didn't, like, hit me, I guess, or starve me, so I guess he was a good dad, according to him, but, yeah, he did some pretty shitty shit to me, um, like, some really, really shitty things, like, I was able to compare him to Pol Pot, the dictator of Cambodia. Yeah, I was able to very easily make a comparison to Pol Pot to him today. And yeah, um, because I mean, he literally like did the type of shit that like he did to his people, like cutting them off from like the outside world and stuff like that, and like imprisoning them in like their own homes and stuff. And yeah, my dad did that to me when I was a teenager because he was upset that I got a couple D's in class, I guess, and because I failed a class or something, like, cause basically, cause I was getting bad grades. So, yeah, literally treated me like I was an inmate in a prison. And for years and years and years, the best analogy I can put is my father has treated me as if I was an employee. That is the best way I can put it. He's always treated me as an employee. My dad has told me more than one time when I was growing up that he doesn't really like me. Um, he just, kind of has to put up with me. So yeah. Um, yeah. So yeah, I had to deal with him and his ignorance today for an extended period of time, and like I've tried to tell him extensively about like the psychological damage that he's done to me and how it's affected me over the years because he was really fucking abusive to me, and he was pretty fucking shitty to my brother as well, but my brother admittedly did not get it as bad as I did, but uh it does, I mean, it's not like it's a competition or anything, but the um the way you know my dad tries to portray himself is that he's this, oh well, he was a bad father but now he's a good father. It's like, okay, but in order to be a good father there needs to be like some sort of like reconciliation, like atonement, and maybe like realizing of what you've done. None of that. He just wants to skip to the part where he doesn't want to do any of that shit. He doesn't want to have to say sorry or be accountable for any of his actions or anything. Never once has he tried to take accountability. I've tried to have him take accountability, and he just won't. And like over the years, I've just tried to get him to fucking take accountability for shit. He's done actual illegal things to me and my brother, like white collar shit, and I mean the moron even admitted it in text. Like, dude, and he's like trying to threaten my brother with like court, and it's like, dude, that is the last place you want to be. Is fucking under oath with fucking me in the goddamn room. Like, no, dude. Like, my dad is not the type of person. Like, my dad keeps secrets from everybody, man. Like, he keeps secrets from his own fucking kids. That's why he's divorced. It's because he kept secrets from his fucking wife. Like, my mom. Who, for some reason, during the conversation, he tried to, like, smear as, like, this shitty parent. It's like, we're not even talking about her. And she's not even here to defend herself. What the fuck is wrong with you? If you've, ever heard of my dad is a textbook narcissist. If you've ever done any research on narcissists, my dad is a textbook narcissist. He's not creative at all, and let me, just for good measure, make sure I get this right. What perfectly exemplifies my father is this thing called the narcissist prayer. And, also a good Reddit thread to go on if you've ever think that you've been, maybe I've dealt with a narcissist, or I don't know what the hell is up with this person. Maybe they're a fucking narcissist. Why is there feedback? Hello? Hello? Why? I'm very confused. There shouldn't be any... What? Huh? Is it because... Wait. I'm so confused. Okay, sorry. I'm just trying to figure out my audio. I guess I'll just mute that for now. Yeah, so this... I'm pretty sure nobody knows who... This is, like, anonymous. Like a big thing that narcissists do is like this thing called like non-apologies, where they're basically like, well, I'm sorry, if you felt that way, which is not a fucking apology. That doesn't hold you accountable for anything, maybe what would be more acceptable would be, I don't know, I'm pretty sure this would be okay if you were like, I'm sorry I made you feel that way. That might be a little bit better, but I'm not sure. I still feel like, you can make a better apology. But, anyways, yeah, if you've ever wondered, like, oh, I wonder if this person's a narcissist, or, man, this person was really fucked up, and they have something wrong with them, but I don't know. I feel like they have something, like, wrong with them, like, clinically or something. Like, they're just, or, I don't know if you want to, what terminology you want to call it. But, they just don't act with ration and logic at all times. Like, when they're capable of using those, but they just don't apply them to certain situations for whatever reason, and you can't figure out why. And maybe they do things, maybe they're pretty selfish, or maybe they're not selfish, and maybe they, give out a lot of stuff, but there might be something up with them that you just can't put your finger on. Go to the subreddit Raised by Narcissists and just read the stories, and I guarantee you will probably be like, oh shit, that sounds like this person that I know extremely well. Because people fucking suck, and people are just supposed to deal with it. This is the narcissist prayer. This perfectly exemplifies the man that my father is. Now, this is obviously in the concern of whatever. If you can't get the context from just me reading it, then whatever, you're dumb. But sorry, just not feeling very sensitive right now. So, I'm actually feeling very sensitive right now. What is it? I'm just not feeling very, I don't know. But, Here's a narcissist prayer. Shut up. um, that didn't happen, and if it did, it wasn't that bad. And if it was, that's not a big deal. And if it is, that's not my fault. And if it was, I didn't mean it. And if I did, you deserved it. Perfectly exemplifies my fucking father. Like, I've told him several times, yeah, I should probably, regularly go to counseling. We should probably go to counseling for the shit that happened, when I was younger. When I was growing up and, you were quote unquote raising me. And, because my parents are divorced, so, my dad, they kind of raised us separately, more or less, separately but together. And the I don't know, the way that he always tried to do things was, different than my mom a lot, and I always wondered why, and yeah, but damn it. At any rate, what is that? Can I grab that? No, that's part of the fucking thing, I think. Haha. But yeah. At any rate, yeah, but, I've told my dad numerous times, you fucked me up, bad enough that we need counseling. Like, that would be a good idea. Counseling is, and, I think everybody should do therapy, honestly, even if you are, reasonably happy and healthy. The, way that, I don't know, the way that my dad was to me, I've told him several times, dude, yeah, you fucked me up bad enough to get, I need counseling. And, at a certain point, he was like, geez, if you think I screwed you up that bad, maybe we should just have counseling. It's dude, the man's fucking infuriating. It's insulting. He's just an asshole. It really sucks. It really fucking sucks. I really wish my dad was just a fucking cool guy. And could just talk about him being a cool guy instead of being a shitty fucking person. Fucking making me be fucking half an hour late for my fucking stream because I'm sitting there having to fucking text him and shit, and then I'm rage shaking and yeah. As if I don't have better shit to do than fucking. And he drags me into this shit with him and my brother, and then when I don't take his side because I'm a rational and logical person, he tries to pull me into some bullshit with him and my brother. I'm like, okay, whatever, and then when I don't immediately take his side, he tries to manipulate me and gaslight me, and it's dude, he straight up told me, this is such sloppy manipulation, but it's still manipulation no matter what. He straight up told me, don't think about me right now. Forget about me right now. We're not talking about me. It's no, we are. Well, and just because I didn't come to the conclusion that he wanted me to come to, obviously, I, must be missing something, and, yeah, it's insane, honestly. But, yeah, I really, really just wish that I didn't fucking suck so bad. But hey, can't win them all, I guess. Um, the let's see. But yeah, he literally says, "Fucking just forget about. Don't think about me right now." It's like, no, no. I'm talking about you. Like I'm trying to hold you accountable for something. You need to either be take responsibility for that, or we're not going to be making much progress. So yeah, um, dealing with that. Like, I had to deal with that shit for fucking like hours this morning, and then like it's like consumed my fucking day. And then like my dad like drags me into this bullshit with him and my brother, and then he like proceeds to be like super verbally abusive to my brother, which just like totally reminds me of like the way that he was to me like when I was growing up. And I'm just like, dude, you were like super verbally abusive to me, and like you want me to like be on your side, and then like but you're like doing like the exact same shit to like him. Like, what the fuck, dude? I don't know. But oh, thank you. Is that butternut? Woohoo, thank you. I love you. That makes me happy. Boo Boo know how to make happy. Boo Boo the best. That's a Boo Boo. They gave me food. Boo Boo giving me food. But yeah, this fucking bullshit with my dad. It's like okay, so I didn't come to the natural conclusion that you wanted me to, which was just do whatever I say and fuck your brother and who cares about his livelihood and his privacy and his rights as a human. Fuck him. I want to do something. And then it's like turned into like, well, if you're not hiding anything, like because it kind of seems like you're acting like you're trying to hide something from him, and now you're trying to hide something from me. What are you trying to hide? And like I said, my dad has literally done fucking white collar crime shit to us. So um, I'm not exaggerating. My dad has done like white collar crime shit to us. um, there was basically, you know without getting into much detail, there was basically um, like there's supposed to be like some money put away for us for like college or something, and it was in some certain type of bank account that basically, like, if you take the money out, the money has to um, benefit the person. It's not a trust. It's something else, but it basically has to benefit the person that the account is for. Like, it has to directly benefit me. It can't just be like, well, I spent the money on me so I could be happier, so I could be a better dad. Like, no. It has to be like, oh, you bought a car so they could get to and from school. Like, that was something he did. Like, okay, whatever. And I guess he used our money for that, but I don't think I knew that. And even if I did, it's like I I don't know. My dad was always really weird about money. Like, it was always like this thing that like he just had, but we never like saw. Like, my dad is like the type of person who has like property, inherits property, and has like had property since he was like 18, and like he's always been on like other like his mom's bank accounts and like all these things, and he just always had this financial like safety net. Always, he's never ever had to struggle to get a job, struggle to make ends meet. He could just always call his mom and she'd bail him out no matter what. And I mean, he didn't live in too much of a like too much of a life of excess. He definitely lives in a life of excess, for like the normal person. But he's not like he's not rich by any means. Um, like he's barely middle class. But he wants to pretend like he's some big bad rich guy or some shit, that like some wheeling dealing investment fucking like financial genius. Okay, this is okay. The motherfucker got an economics degree in college and didn't understand why I couldn't get a job in the 2008 recession. Let that sink in. So, yeah. The wow, the fucking dumb shit that my dad has tried to pull. Stuff like, what are you doing, dude? Like, why? Why do you think this is okay? Fucking narcissist, man. They suck so bad. He's tried to fucking say like, oh, your brother isn't gonna take good care of these cats or whatever. And it's like, no, he's a better owner of the cats than their previous owner. Just a bunch of bullshit that have to do with fucking my grandma, who is also a narcissist, and but like plays like the part of like the sweet little old lady, and like God, man, she did it really well for years. I mean, for years I was like convinced like there's no way she's like this, she's like super loving and caring. Of course she has to be. But then like the more like I like experience things as like an adult, and the more that like I learned about narcissists, it's like, oh great, grandma's a narcissist. That sucks. And it's honestly really heartbreaking to find these things out. I found myself not wanting to believe that my grandma's a narcissist. Like I really was like, no, I don't think so. And it took me a while to really like accept like, fuck, she's a narcissist, because it sucks, And then you start like wondering like who else is a narcissist, and then it's like it becomes like this accusatory thing, and it fucks you, man. It's not fun. Dealing with liars and shitty people fucking sucks. Like, I hate dealing with shitty people. Like, why do shitty people have to do so many things that affect us, like, so regularly? Like, it just. Like, I've talked before about, like, liars and dealing with somebody who lies. Like, when they say stuff that like is about like the real world and you don't know if it's true or not, you now have to like stop and be like, okay, now I have to look this fucking thing up and see if it's true or not. Something that normally wouldn't really fucking matter, but since I'm talking to somebody who's a compulsive and pathological liar, I'm not 100% sure about that, but I just suspect that he's a compulsive and pathological liar, because it's like he can't help himself and he believes it. Like, alright, fuck this. Fuck my stupid dad. He's annoying anyway. Like, see how annoying he is? It's fucking like dealing with this bullshit all the time. He's basically just trying to like bully my brother because he's like bored or something. I don't fucking know, dude. And like him and like my grandma, or like to his mom, like conspire against us, and it's like the weirdest thing. And it's like they're like, and there's like they do like so much projection. It's like the weirdest thing. Like Like my like it's like it's like when you like date somebody and they constantly think that you're like cheating on them even though you've never given any reason why you would ever do that ever. And I mean, like, you've never even hinted that that was even a possibility. And it's the reality of the situation is that it's quite the opposite, and that you'd much rather be faithful to this person. No matter how much you try to convince them, they will always still have trust issues and stuff like that. That usually, what I found out growing up at least, that usually has more to deal with the person than it does with you. That person doesn't have trust issues because they were lied to. They have trust issues because they're a fucking liar. If somebody's constantly thinking, you're gonna cheat on me, you're gonna cheat on me, you're gonna cheat on me. Now, this is not obviously 100%. Obviously, insecurities and stuff like that at play. But, I mean, it's like, if it's like this very accusatory, like, oh, why are you hanging out with them? And it's just like, what? Like, what? And it's just like, you know, the reason that they think that is because that's something they would do. And this isn't always, obviously, this is not obviously 100% or anything, but there's many, many cases when, if it's something that's just happens so much that you're just like, why do they always freak out when I like, when I guess there's, and like when you think about it, it'd be okay. I guess I would have the opportunity to cheat on them, but I would never do that. But I always think that I will take the opportunity. It's so weird. Why would they think that? Maybe because if given enough times, if they were given enough times the opportunity, they would do it. Maybe that's why. And I'm not trying to make anybody paranoid or anything, but I mean, people suck, dude. And I mean, when you don't know how people are and you don't know enough about the world and how you are supposed to be treated and how, like, because if for the most part growing up I just thought most of the fucked up shit happened to me was just normal. Like, oh, I guess this just happens to normal, this is just what every kid goes through. Like, no, dude. Like, it wasn't until somebody was like, no, that's not okay, you know? And that I was like, oh, maybe it isn't okay. And if you don't know any better, like, how are you supposed to know? So, I didn't mean for that to sound so stonery. But if you don't know any better, how are you supposed to know? But, oh, God. Okay. I actually need to. Alright. Alright, well, I do feel better, which is nice, because I was in no fucking condition to try and speedrun. For one, I was like shaking with rage. Because somebody mistreats you so. When somebody treats you so shittily and never wants to take accountability for it and basically tells you you need to get over it when you know what they did was awful. Like, you don't. Like, I am old enough and I have been through enough shit to know that my dad was a really fucking shitty person to me. And my brother and my mom and like anybody that isn't like his mom or dad. Like, he's just in it for himself. He's extremely selfish. It sucks. It fucking sucks, man. I wish more than anything that he was just like a regular fucking dude that just, told me he loved me and stuff. And like, I mean, I can probably count on one hand the amount of times my dad has told me he's loved me. The my brother's calling me, so I need to answer it and tell him that I'm streaming. So hang on. Okay. Okay, God, I love that my brother is fucking like a rational human being. So rare that I get a deal with somebody who's logical and rational, and who's not completely fucking selfish and horrible. Like my significant other, my brother, and like my mom. Those are like the only ones that I can really think of that are like, I regularly am dealing with. And, that like, actually like can affect my life pretty immediately. And, yeah, those are the only people I can think of that are like totally like logical and rational, and that I can think like, okay, well, if they tell me I did something wrong, I most likely did something wrong. It's, I trust their judgment, Fucking hell. Okay. Families suck, dude. Who wants to... Who would want this? Who would want... Like, how would you... Like, my fucking dad was trying to be like, oh, well, my dad was mean to me, and that's why I was mean to you. Like, no. Like, that's not how these things go. And even if that is true, that's a shitty fucking example. That's a really, really shitty reason. Because, if anything, you should have already known that what this behavior can do to somebody and how it can affect them negatively, and you just decided to keep doing it anyways. Most of the things that my dad has done, like, to fuck with me, have been usually, like, financial. It's, like, stuff that I, like, have really, like, had no control over as a kid. I'm a minor, I don't have an ID. I couldn't call a bank or anything, So, most of the shit that, and then when I became of age to, uh, you know, get control of, whatever account, and it's like, oh, I thought there was supposed to be a lot more money in here. That's weird, because this is not really that, I can't really do anything with this much. I can maybe go to school for like half a year, or maybe community college for 2 years. But like, yeah, um, yeah, which I mean, better than nothing. But when you're supposed to have something else that was supposedly given to you when you were like first born, but then this person fucked it off because they wanted to make themselves more money, and any losses were taken by the majority of net losses were taken by myself or my brother, because if you fuck around in the stock market and lose money, well, it's not me who loses money, it's my kids who lose money. I'll just pay them back. And, oh, look, I made myself money. Sweet. No profits go to kids. Top 3 things in my life. I literally found a piece of paper that was from like a 90s corporate sensitivity training thing that my dad had to do, because his best friend was marrying a black woman, and he said, "How she's really nice and sweet, but how could he marry a black woman?" And like every white guy's worst nightmare, there was a black guy right there, and he's like, "What do you mean?" And my dad told me that story like more than one time, as if it was like a cautionary tale of like, you never know who's listening, not don't be a fucking piece of shit racist. But yeah, and he was sent to sensitivity training because he said that, and on that sensitivity training paper, there was some exercise along the lines of what are the most important things in your life, and number one, my career, number two, my spirituality, and number three, I think it was my spirituality, my faith, or my religion, something along those lines. And that was number two, and number three was his family. Glad to know we're after corporation and God. I don't think my dad even fucking believes in God. I mean, I've never seen him go to church. I like him and my grandparents. Like I've seen them pretend to be religious in front of people, but it's like you don't go to. I've never even seen you go to church. We've never even been to church. Like, I mean. I don't know. He's always done this thing where he always tries to like control the narrative of like his image. That's why he would always like freak out if I got like bad grades, because he thought for some reason all of his coworkers and his boss were gonna critique him on whether or not I got a D in art or some shit. And it was like the weirdest thing. But that's narcissist behavior. That's totally like, I didn't understand for years, like, why would he do that? It's because he's a fucking narcissist. So I'm trying to, oh, that's what I was doing. Yeah, narcissists fucking suck. So I think, so starting to find whatever. So, motherfuck, why is, wait, 2? Huh? Huh? Wait, what? I gotta do this really swiftly. Whatever.
It's me, Mario.
Guess I gotta redo the Lakitu skip. 1. Oh well.
Okie dokie.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have begged to speak to you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
Alright. Fuck stupid family bullshit. I'm playing Mario. Fuck, that's good. Oops. Damn. Damn, so close. Fuck. So close, yet so far. butternut squash soup is fucking delicious. Damn it. This game is super fun. I found myself, when I was playing Galaxy, just like thinking, man, I wish this game had more movement mechanics like Odyssey or Super Mario 64. It's kind of boring, just fucking long jumping and spinning. Like, I remember people like really liked Galaxy for some reason. And I mean, I hate to say it, but it was like, it's kind of, I felt it was kind of like lacking. I mean, the levels were super cool, but like, just like the movement mechanics were so basic and dull, and using the nunchuck was annoying as shit. And I mean, maybe I can use my classic controller or something, but well, probably not, because I'm pretty sure you have to like collect the stupid fucking star bit things. Because that's what Mario needs, is motion capture fucking technology. I kind of, like, that's the only thing I don't like about Odyssey, is the fact that you need to use the fucking Pro Controller, or the motion controls, in order to go faster. Like, that's really annoying. Like, you can't just use skill? Like, it can't just be like, oh look, I got a frame perfect whatever, that's how I go fast, instead of I'm shaking the Joy-Con fast. Dude, I cannot get Lakitu skip for the life of me. Go, Mario, go! Alright, that doesn't count. I knew I was going to get that one, too, because that was super easy to line it up. Damn. Damn, if I didn't fucking ground pound like a dingus. Hang on a second. Thought I heard something out there, so hang on just one moment. Pause. Okay. Okie dokie. Sounds good. I was feeding my kitty Tiger. He was diagnosed with a terminal illness a few weeks ago. So, whenever he feels like eating, you gotta, we make sure to feed him as much as he wants and whatever he wants, and just try and make him as comfy and as happy as possible. I deal with a lot of bullshit on the daily. It sucks. I hate it. Deal with more than one narcissist, usually every single day. I at least deal with one, like, full-blown, like, super hardcore narcissist every single day. And then who also is has like memory issues sometimes, and just is like, generally just is kind of incapable of surviving without, dependence of some type, but acts as if they're the most independent fucking thing on the planet, yet they don't even, she didn't even know that we are the ones that pay for stuff. It's not the bank, it's us. Well, the bank pays for it. They just you just sign it for the bank, and the bank gives you money. But how do you think the bank gets, like, it doesn't even make sense. Like no. She just, like, makes shit up, and, like, it's like a combination of, like, is she making shit up, or is she misremembering, or is she convoluting two instances at once? Because a lot of times she will just straight up make stuff up, just so she can be right. And it's like, oh, fun. Also an alcoholic. And also, wasn't told no, or that they need to not do what they do all the fucking time for well over a decade. Yeah. So just free reign to be just the worst unregulated piece of shit that you can possibly imagine. And then imagine trying to suddenly regulate that after decades of not being regulated and not even understanding what regulation is. It's agonizing. It's super stressful. Everybody talks about all these resources. Like, oh, there's so many resources. Like, really? Are there? Because she's literally, like, the most unique case of addiction I've ever heard of ever. I've never, maybe just because I've never been, maybe I just wasn't, like, as close to it before, like, but, oh god, it's something else. my dad sucks like pretty bad, but like he still like understands like how the world works. So like even just like fundamental basic common sense stuff he knows, and not knowing that stuff and trying to like explain to a person why they can and can't do things when they don't understand basic logic or ration, when there is no real reason, like, well, not no real reason, but other than just a lack of wanting to be educated and just sheer ignorance, there's no other factor that plays into them not being able to comprehend things and be able to, make their way through the world. Um, they, have held jobs, they were, they she helped raise kids and stuff, not very well apparently, well, not not like that, but not like the kids turned out shitty, but yeah, just like the stories that the kids have to tell are pretty horrible. Like their mom getting drunk and giving them like the worst haircuts that were like the most embarrassing things ever, or just generally doing shitty shit, calling your daughter fat or ugly, like what the fuck, and like on like a regular basis doing these things. And yeah, so just totally ignorant to how the world works. Never figured out how finances work or anything. Just was like, I mean, I honestly think they barely understand the concept of a paycheck. It's just if I work, then I'm given money. You know. Um. I yeah. Um. Yeah. And for some reason, that they also have a weird thing about like hygiene and like toilets and stuff, and like yeah, I'm not gonna get into that, but yeah, there's certain things that are just like, why would you do it like that when you have this available? Like this doesn't make sense. Even like it doesn't. I can't think of a reason why anyone would prefer to. I don't know, but I oh, I really wish people were just fucking smarter. I really wish people were just fucking smarter and not such assholes. And I think if people were smarter, they would not be such assholes, because they'd like realize like why being an asshole is not like a good thing. Like being selfish and like being selfish is not like good. Like you know the being selfish is like it's I mean, there's certain things that we like have to inherently be selfish for, but if you can help and not if you can not be selfish, like that's pretty much what like separates humans from like a lot of things. It's the fact that we are willing to share shit. Not saying that other animals and species can't do that, plenty of them do, but on like I don't know, I mean, the way like humans can give each other so many more variety of things than animals can give each other. The range of things that you can bequeath to someone, are as a human, it's anything. You know, we're humans. We own the earth technically. So for some reason, like, if you know, since God invented capitalism, you know, he obviously wanted America to be owners of Earth, and that's why we are. And that's yeah. I don't know. I'm obviously just joking. I mean, how can that be true? God isn't real. um, yeah, capitalism is ridiculous. Just can't see how people think it's a good idea. Eat some food. Darn. Where? Hate that. Of the magic dragon. You know what I used to fucking hate for some reason? Well, not obviously not for some reason. It was I believe it was the consistency that really threw me off. I really fucking hated nuts growing up, and I mean, well, now I am not ashamed to say that I fucking love nuts. Yeah, I cannot get enough nuts in my mouth. I mean, raw, roasted, you know, salty, not salty. I mean, I can't put enough nuts in my mouth. What do you mean I sound funny? I, excuse me, excuse me, I like how, I'm a streamer, and, when I burp on stream, I, one, don't do it directly into the fucking microphone, and two, I'm like, oh, excuse me. Like, other streamers just be like, ugh, and it's like, dude, ugh, like, gross. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, a perfectly timed, you know, burp can be hilarious. You know, just like perfectly timed fart, perfectly timed anything, you know. Timing and, you know, time and place, you know, timing is key. So, yeah, the whole burping into the microphone thing I've always fucking hated. I've always fucking hated it. I've always thought it was so gross. Like, you can't just turn your head and burp. Like, I mean, it's like, I get it. Like, you have to burp. Everyone's saying, like, don't burp. But, like, why do you have to burp directly into the goddamn microphone? It's disgusting. Like, oh, it's just my thing that I burp. Oh, really? You and every other fucking guy. Like, why do so many guys think it's okay to just burp into the microphone? It's disgusting. Like, Like, just straight to look, like, ew, dude. Like, I love Simply, but fuck, man, it's just so gross. Like, it's just so unappealing. Like, it's like one of those things, like maybe to you it's not that gross, but like, yeah, like, just like your own farts aren't gross. Like, I mean, which isn't always necessarily true. If you've never grossed yourself out with a fart, then you have not been living correctly. You've never really farted until you gross yourself out. The, whoops. Yeah, so tomorrow I gotta take my fucking mother-in-law to get a fucking COVID vaccine shot or whatever, and which, like, you know, it's fine with me, fuck, and you know, but the fact, she's like the most difficult goddamn person in the world. You know, it's like, I don't want to go anymore. I don't want to go. Like, why? Because we didn't buy you a fucking bottle of wine for today? Like, fuck. Like, that's seriously, like, probably the reason. Like, I'm not joking. Like, she just, like, will decide, like, she's just angry one day. Even if, like, she will have just finished a bottle of wine and be like, "Are you going to the store to get me wine?" And it's like, no. Like, you, and I'm like, it's usually like within, like, and I'll be like, I just got you wine like an hour and a half ago. What happened to that wine? Because according to her, she doesn't get drunk. She doesn't drink to get drunk. And she doesn't even hardly drink wine. That's why she gets the small bottle. And what she means by a small bottle is a regular sized bottle. Because she was so used to buying the fucking jugs of Carlo Rossi that anything else is considered, like, minuscule to her. Like, she'll be like, 2 small bottles? It's like, two small bottles? No, I'm not getting you 2 bottles of wine so you can drink them so you can chug them back to back. And I'm not joking. She fucking drinks wine just like this. She'll fill up a cup. Imagine this is like a full cup. And imagine when I'm done that it's empty. Okay? And then remember how much liquid I just drank. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Okay. God, I usually don't chug vodka like that. I'm just joking, it's just water. That'd been fucked up. Yeah, I'd be like passed out if I drank that much vodka. If the amount I just drank was, the amount of liquid I just drank was alcohol. Excuse me. Excuse me. Dude, I love it when he's like when he does like his little stutter steps. Well, they're not stutter steps, they kind of sound like it. At any rate, yeah, fucking fill up a fucking, like a glass that's like that tall and, like, you know, that thick, like a regular, like, what is it, like 8 ounce or glass or whatever, like a regular sized glass. And oh, what, that would have been sick. Yeah, and then she'll just sit, like, she'll pour it, like, glug, 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 like, super quick, and it'll, like, spill and shit. Doesn't care, doesn't ever wipe it up. And then fucking just like. And then fucking fill up the water, fill it up with water, maybe drink some water, and then pour it out, and then go like waddle back to the fucking couch. Wonder if that one guy's gonna stop by and tell me I suck. Dude, yeah, I've spent 25 minutes trying to just do one Lakitu skip. This chick shouldn't take you that long. Like, oh really, Time Master? That guy was a douche. Like, I want fucking more people to come by my stream that are like fucking... What's his name? Mr. Spunkerdoodle. Mr. Spunkerdoodle. If you've seen him on here in my chat before, is a really fucking nice guy. He's really fucking cool and funny. And you know what's like the best part about him? He's not a fucking stupid dick. So, yeah. Other people that come by are like so like demanding and just like, do this, do that, do this, and it's just like, dude, are you just trying to fuck with me? Like, I get it, like, I'm a new streamer, like, yeah, haha, fuck with a new dude, like, oh yeah, that's not like a really old fucking trope, that's like super played out, yeah, super original, and then like, it's just like, I mean, if you want to interact, like, you know, interact with me, that's fine, like, I encourage that, but it's like, don't be a dick. Like, what do you expect from me, like, if you're just gonna be like a dick? Like, I'm just gonna like be like, okay, you're a dick, fuck you, you know, and probably just laugh at you for like coming here thinking that like that would accomplish something. Like, what does that even accomplish? Like, going to some random person's stream and telling them that they suck. Pretty sure they probably know that. Like, it'd be different, like, if I was, like, thinking, like, I'm, like, yeah, I'm pretty good. Like, yeah, Cheese doesn't have shit on me. I mean, I just haven't started doing runs yet, you know? And just, like, obviously had, like, delusions of grandeur. Then, like, yeah, man, go for it. Have at me. But it says practice right in the fucking thing. Like, it says speedrun school. Like, this isn't even... I don't even have a personal best on my fucking splits. Like, total playtime 2 days. Like, you think I've just been... Like, what? Like, you know, there's the number 31 in the corner. Like, that's supposed to be attempts, but I don't think I've attempted this game 31 times. I'm pretty sure it's a little bit less than that. It'd be right around there. It's probably not more than that. But, at any rate, yeah, man, like, that dude coming by and been like, you know, at first it was kind of funny, like, oh, blah, blah, you know, I still wasn't, you know, very good at, like, I'm still not very good, but I was, like, trash at manipulating the camera. Like, I was just too busy trying to learn the the other mechanics and, like, the movement mechanics to even try and fuck with the camera. And, you know, the camera would be, like, the last part of the, you know, trick that I would try and learn. Like, I would try and get, like, all, like, the movements down, you know, unless, you know, moving the camera, you know, was part of the movements, which, come to find out, usually is. But, you know, for the particular star I was doing, you could pretty much get away with just, you know, resetting the camera. And, for what I was doing wall kicks will work. And, you know, if you could pretty much get away with just resetting the camera. And if you really, if you were like me and like super shitty at the camera and just did not even want to have to think about it, and you know, just get used to like the movement and stuff and trying to like get down certain things and learn certain stuff, then I don't know. It has really bothered me that like at first, it was funny. It was like, UFC buttons, right? And it's like, oh, it's solid, solid burn, And I thought that was pretty funny. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty new at this. Yeah, I'm fully aware that I suck. And then he's just like, this trick is taking you too long. This trick shouldn't be taking you too long. It shouldn't be taking you this long. And it was something else that was like really like just rude and like kind of like demeaning. Like he was like basically like this, like you're really bad at this and you need a lot of, and you have a lot of work to do. And it wasn't in like a nice way at all. It was just like, you suck, basically. And then I mean, that's at least like the way it came off. And then uh and like I was just kind of like laughing all the time. I was like, really? Like that? Oh, what? Like, oh, how nice of you to tell me good luck after saying like only super sarcastic and rude things. Like, I'm sure that's not fucking facetious in any way. And and then one of like the first people to like actually like talk to me, I was kind of excited because he's like, oh, some such and such. I've been trying to find like a Twitch friend that, also, is around like, somewhat around like my age. I was like, oh, whatever, man. I'll be your friend, dude. And, I don't care. And, and I made like a couple of jokes or whatever. How like, oh, yeah, all my really good friends give me their bank account information and, and their social security numbers, and, yeah, obviously just fucking joking. And, but then, like, I don't know, the more that I interacted with this dude, the more it kind of seemed like he was either, like, didn't really know how to, like, act in, like, certain social situations, it seemed like. Like, it really seemed like he was just kind of, like, like, wait, you can see what I'm doing and hear me. You can hear the inflection in my voice. You can, I even, would, say like, oh, I'm just kidding, blah, blah, blah. And he'd like, be like, are you making fun of me? And I'm like, what? Like, no, like, I said I was joking, dude. Like, and that, how would he even make fun of you? I don't even know you. And I just kind of like made a joke out of the whole situation. I just tried to keep it light and make the dude laugh. And then like he's like says that he's like a creator, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And he says something about like animation or whatever. And I was like, oh, dope, dude. And he's like, check out my YouTube stuff. And so, like, I actually tried to, like, search for him, and, like, but none of his shit was there. And then it's like, oh, no, it's this name. And, like, his name was, like, a super generic American name. I'm not joking, like, John Smith. Like John Smith level. And then his YouTube name was also something that sounded like a fake name. And it's just, like, that sounded like a fake, like, super just, like, American name that was just like the most generic American fucking name you could possibly think of. And like I'm not joking, along the lines of John Smith. And the the first interaction was like, is this guy I had a couple, like, I've only had like 2 or 3 interactions with the guy, but like at first I was like, is this guy fucking with me? Like, is this guy like doing like some like bit or something? Let's see, like I didn't get it, I was just kind of confused by the whole thing. Oh god, I'm everywhere. But then eventually he was like, "Oh, check out my YouTube channel." I was like, "Dude, I tried to check out YouTube channel, and there was nothing. There was nothing with your name on it. Do you have like a different YouTube name or something?" And he's like, "Yeah," and that's when he gave me like totally different name. It was kind of like the same format. It was like name with like a few numbers afterwards, and then with like followed by like a few numbers, like just random numbers, just like a few random numbers, and then the second name, like his YouTube name was that too, but it was a totally different name with with a few numbers after it, but it was a totally different name, but it was still like a very generic American name, and I was like, okay. And then he's like, the content that he makes is like, Caillou gets grounded, which I'm like, oh, isn't that like a kids show? I'm like in my 30s, man. Yeah, I don't know anything about that kids show. I probably won't really, know anything about your content. I mean, I'll watch it, but I probably won't know what the hell's going on or anything. I don't watch those. I don't watch kids shows. I'm not a kid. And he's like, no, I make it funny. I add other characters. I was like, oh, well. So you just add other characters and that's the funny part? I add in Shrek and other characters and Caillou gets grounded and it's really funny. I make it funny. Like, but you're not. That's not convincing me that that's funny. It's doing quite the opposite, actually. Um, and I watched it for like a few seconds, and it was I mean, it was just like a regular animation, but then it was like some weird like text to speech app for all like the dialogue, and it was like super off putting, and I was like, yeah, this is not gonna be very good. Like, there's no way this can be very good. Like, if this was like, I mean, the only way that this could be good is that if it's so bad that it's good, but it wasn't like that, and but it was like, it was like, I tried to encourage the guy as much as possible and be like, you should, to kind of like punch up stuff, you should try and get like a voice actor, just do voiceovers yourself. The text to speech thing is, yeah, I just tried to, give him constructive criticism was all. And then like, and then he tried to like get me to like watch it, like, he's like, watch my YouTube video, watch it on stream. I was like, I've never even watched your stuff before. Like, I don't know, like, no, I'm not going to get a terms of service violation because you want fucking to feel better or something. Like, that's really weird. I'm like, I don't get paid to do this shit. Like, why the fuck do I have to do anything for anybody? Like, I'm my own goddamn boss. And even if I did, and even if I did get paid from this, it doesn't guarantee that I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck you ask me. I'm a fucking human being, not a robot anymore. Or, damn it, I should have said yet. So weird how there's a current in the moat. It's so weird how there's a current. Don't they do that in the what's it called one? Um, the metal cap stage. Woohoo! Doesn't count. close. But yeah. Yeah, that, also that, what's his name? That, Hiram guy. Hiram Shuji? I think that's how you say it. Hiram, or Hiram, I don't know. That guy was pretty cool. I mean, came by to see what's up and, you know, followed me just to do it, and I don't know. Hasn't really interacted with me since, but seemed like a cool guy. Didn't seem like he was, by that I mean he, you know, didn't seem like he was a shitty person. He didn't seem too shitty. You know, he didn't demand anything from me. And then I was playing Mario Maker, and like some dude comes by and was like, add, you know, add, and then just puts like some like user code in there. I was like, what? Like, I don't even know you, dude. Like, you, and that's like literally like your first thing you ever say to me is like, add this, you know, give me, you know, I'm going to use you for clout or whatever, basically. Use you to try and gain, you know, some type of semblance of popularity. You know, it's like, why? Like, I don't, like, does this dude just go to, like, other people's streams and just try and get, like, poach his followers? Like, that's really messed up if that's what's going on. Like, I really hope that's not what that dude's doing. But, I could have done that way quicker. Frick. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Did not go neutral quick enough. Fucking all over the place. Shit, dick. It's like the worst fucking way to get that. It takes for, I mean, you might as well just try and redo bomb clip if that happens. Fuck. Damn it. That one wasn't half
not bad. Fuck. Almost. I really love this game, man. This game makes me feel so much better about life. Like, yeah, my dad sucks, but at least Mario's fun. Yeah, I have to deal with a narcissist every day, but at least Mario's fun. At least Mario isn't a narcissist. He fucking rescues Princess Peach for fucking kissing the goddamn cheek. Like, go through hell and back for that woman. That frigid bitch. I'm totally kidding. I don't know about him, you know, Mario and Peach's relationship. I never beat Odyssey, so I haven't seen the end of Odyssey, so yeah, I don't know how Odyssey ends, so I don't know if Mario and her live happy ever after, or they ever get married, or what. Woot! Salvaged. Damn it, Johnny, you know I love my big beef and cheddar. I love 30 Rock. Television on! Pornography! It's probably one of my favorite lines in the entire show. Who told you I live forever? And then what's the name? Yeah, Liz Lemon's name for on her. But she writes that book, and it's like she gets like the bootleg copy of it, and like and it's like a bootleg Chinese copy of it, like translated, and you know, like a bootleg copy, like bootlegged in Chinese and then translated back to English. The name they have for is instead of Liz Lemon, it's lesbian yellow sour fruit, which is so funny. This really makes me want to play other Mario like ROM hacks and stuff. Hang on a sec. The fuck? Okay, I did not know I could do that. Paul boy, fuck. It's so weird. So, I never noticed that. It's gotta be smoke. This fucking settles it right here, dude. It's fucking smoke. So, when... Shit. So when you punch, do a punch combo, if you start out running, or if you, in the middle of a punch combo, let me get off this slope. Dude, why does it seem like you can do that faster? Whatever. But yeah, when you move a little bit, when you move before that, you create smoke for some reason. I just love like the style of this game, like the simplistic polygons, the way the graphics look and stuff, like the weird texture packs on stuff. Love the way the bombs look. Shite. God, that took forever. What the fuck? Damn it. I suck. Ball. What? Fucking angle. Ah. Son of a bee sting. So I'm just practicing. See how fast I can do that. Glad it doesn't take me like 5 and 6 punches to get the bomb anymore. Here we go. I knew it. Fuck, man. I'm losing confidence in myself. Which means I will perform. I know I will perform shittily if I lose confidence in myself. See? Look at that. Alright. I just noticed the bombs have like the same feet as Mips, it looks like. Not Nips, Mips the rabbit. Mips the rabbit.
Apartments.com puts more renters in new homes than any other.
This is Droopy, introducing the SS64 Heat Project.
Heat
So
Project.
I'm just gonna answer a few questions.
So, this is a 3-minute video that Drogi posted. It's a speedrun research announcement, which he has done a couple of things for the speedrun community. Pretty recently, he got like a 3 or 4 or 5 second time save in Dire Docks. And like this was like very recent, like within like the past month. And yeah, so if he's researching out something else, it's probably going to be good. So let me make a little window capture thing.
Grammarly can help.
Fucking Grammarly. I don't give a shit. Window capture. you, Grammarly. No one cares. Hi, this is Drogi. Fucking love Drogi. So amazing. This guy's the best. I really like this guy a lot. Yeah. Really inspirational. He's a really cool dude. He's very electronically savvy. Dude, that fucking light up Mario thing is so sick. Oh, dude, that cool mountain painting. He's got a Womps painting, it looks like. Got a Simply hat. What? He's got LED lights? Yeah, man, he knows how to fucking do some dope ass shit. He's got LED lights in his fucking... He's got an EverDrive. Bastard, I wish I had an EverDrive. All the cool people have EverDrives. EverDrive is like $200. Alright, let's see what's up.
Introducing the SM64 Heat Project. So I'm just gonna answer a few questions. The first one, what is the SM64 Heat Project? Well, maybe we don't know yet. It will save time in 120 star speedrun to have the N64 at a certain temperature. Maybe it's a hot temperature, maybe cold. We don't know yet. How much time can it save? No idea. Could be anything between 0 seconds and a few seconds. Few seconds would actually be a ton, considering the top 10 in 120 star is closer than ever before, especially the top 3. Why do we think it saves time? Because our Circum tested it a few years ago. He didn't really have like perfect circumstances though. He only used fans to test it, and he couldn't really control the temperature of the whole N64. So you might want to know, how do we do it? Well, we're gonna buy this box right here
I knew
with
it.
the N64 in it, and then with this box we can regulate the temperature from really low temperatures, like actually freezing temperatures, to really high temperatures. We will then replay the exact same 120 star run, same input, same RNG, same everything on the N64.
I'm just gonna make a TAS run. This is how you test stuff. It's TASes.
Who is involved in the project? It's Tabaskov, Gainai, Florin, and myself. My friend Florin,
Cool.
aka Oilo Spoiler, is an engineer, and he's gonna help us drill holes into the box and actually take the cables out and then seal the hole again. So how much does it cost? Well, the box itself is around 185 Swiss francs, which is about the same in dollars. And we're also gonna need all the sealing materials and possibly 1 or 2 beers while actually modifying the box. So we're gonna calculate with around $210 for the whole thing. So how can you help? You can help us by donating using the donation button in the description below. So what do we do if we earn
Description
more
below.
than $210?
God, I love the way he
Well,
talks.
we're gonna pay back our Circum for his fans that he bought in
That
late
Circumark
2000.
is amazing.
And we're gonna use it for more hardware testing. There's a few more things to test, like different controllers, joysticks that we can make videos about. That's what we want to do if we earn more than $210. So what do you get from the whole thing? Well, you can contribute to the SM64 speedrunning community. You can contribute to pushing the game even further to its limits, because one day we're gonna have to test it. Could be this year, could be in 5 years. We want to do it as soon as possible now that SM64 is more alive than ever. We're actually gonna make videos on the whole thing. We're gonna film the whole process, post the results, and so on. It's gonna be a big project, and we hope that you like it and are just as hyped for it as we are right now. If you have any further questions, feel free to ask them in the comments below. Make sure to follow my social media and my other SM64 and Nintendo 64 speedrunning content.
Dude.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching.
This could be huge, man.
Stay.
But if it like destroys all lag and like Dire Docks and fucking Womps and Bowser in the Sky, like what if lag reduction strats are like something of like the past with this? If you can refrigerate your fucking thing. Now, I guarantee you for speedruns, it's gonna be very controversial. I guarantee you, because you're technically using something else to modify the hardware in a way that is normally... You're being able to have a complete temperature control like that, buying a fucking $200 fucking customized temperature box in order to be able to save several seconds on your speed run. Like, yeah, no. that is not something that should just be okay to do. I get what they're trying to do, I guess, but like at the same time, like they're kind of opening a door that really doesn't really need to be opened, I guess. I mean, if lag reduction strats, I mean, so much has been done to put into lag reduction strats, but if you could eliminate all those by refrigerating your fucking uh, N64, like not everybody can fucking refrigerate their N64. I mean, that takes a lot of extra power. That takes a lot of money. Like, that's like just a lot of extra money per month and day just to refrigerate your fucking game system. So people who don't have as much money have inherently not a, you know, people who have more money have an inherent advantage over other people, and that's not okay in speedrunning. Speedrunning, you know, the most you should really have to need is the fucking game and the console, essentially. Just the game and a way to play it. You know, you shouldn't have to have very much more than that. And if you do, it's fucking bullshit. So I don't really know of any I can't really I can't think of any speedruns right now that, because I know there's like, what is it, like a GoldenEye or a Zelda speedrun that if you take off like the front panel of a controller and like push it down, you can like do like some crazy shit I'm pretty sure it's an Ocarina of Time, but you can do like some crazy shit and it's like crazy time saving, but you basically have to ruin a Nintendo 64 controller. And, you know, not everybody has the money to ruin a fucking Nintendo 64 controller every time they do a fucking run, you know? So, that was immediately like, no. So, like, I really appreciate what, you know, Drogy's trying to do, but, like, at the same time, it's like, what is this really gonna accomplish, man? Like, I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying, like, at first I was, like, really excited. Then I thought about it for a second. I was like, wait, if I have to refrigerate my fucking N64, that's going to cost me money that I don't have. And then I can't really afford, like, I mean, dude, just keeping on, like, just having power, like, finding cheap lights, you know, and fucking just lighting them is already, like, expensive enough. Like, having, like, I had to buy fucking a copy of Super Mario 64 so I could play it on the console because, you know, I really wanted to be able to play it on Nintendo 64. You know, I wanted the game, you know, because I really like the game and, you know, I like the, you know, playing it, you know, it was really fucking fun. And, the, man, that was really, I got really high right there. The, damn it. Yeah, I knew it. The, I don't know. I really think that, you know, I mean, so what if it turns out that you can save like what it like I said, what if it just eliminates lag reduction, like either heating, like either way, having to heat up or cool down a system, like heating it up is not good for it. I can guarantee you. Like if it's either way, it's not going to be good. Like it's not going to be like implementable. I mean, it's not going to be good. Like it's that you can kick bombs. I had no idea you could kick bombs. I guess that makes sense. I don't know, man. I really like Drogi. And it's just like, I don't know, man, what's gonna come of that? Like, I really want to like ask him, like, so like, did you guys like think about this? Like, think this all the way through? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a cool thing that, you know, probably deserves a little bit of research, you know, because what if, you know, you live in like a colder climate or whatever? What if, you know, or you just live in like a tropical area or something, and, you know, running it hotter makes it, reduces lag reduction or something, and or lag frames, I mean, and you know, it's, I mean, there's not too many, I can't think of too many scenarios. I honestly can't think of any scenario where it would, like, what they find out would be, like, implementable to the majority of speedrunners, unless, like, because if it turns out, like, oh, if you can have your Nintendo at, you know, this particular temperature, the super low temperature, you know, like this freezing temperature, and it now reduces all lag reduction because electrical resistance, you know, is up, and that's probably, I imagine, if anything's gonna happen, it's gonna be with fucking it's gonna be with it being really cold. It being really hot might fuck up a bunch of shit and maybe corrupt the memory into doing like a credits warp or something, maybe. And that's like maybe where that would become beneficial. But like if there ever became a credits warp for this game, that would suck. Like, you know, the fact that there's 0 and 1 star is like really cool, because those are like really fucking hard to do and get, and those are like really advanced levels. Like, you don't just start out doing 0 and 1 star. You know, you have to do all 3 Bowser stages like fucking super perfect, and do like crazy backwards long jumps, or Dante jumps, and damn it. My main concern is that it's going to be something that, you know, will benefit a very select, it will greatly benefit a very select amount of people, and so those people are really going to try and push, you know, to have, you know, it, you know, maybe have like their own category or something even, like, which is like, like, I don't know, like the only thing I can really think of is like evening the playing field, like make sure, you know, make sure that, you know, the room that you're, if you can, you know, make sure the room that you're in is at, you know, whatever temperature, or if it is at, you know, if it is, you know, if, you know, maybe you can be able to calculate, you know, certain lag frame differences. You know, that'd be actually really cool if you could be able to calculate the lag frame differences from what temperature your console is. Like, you know, when Cheese got his world record, you know, the temperature in his house was most likely around this, and the temperature in Simply's house was this, you know, and so, you know, the amount of lag frames that were saved because the temperature was this and that, and, you know, if without that, you know, he would have had this time, and that would be really fucking interesting. So I mean, I'm not like I do not like take this as me being like, it's stupid, it's a worthless thing. Like, no, no. there's, I mean, there's got to be something that I'm not thinking of that it could also help. But oh boy, that is not gonna work. Damn it, went right through him. Yeah, voice. Dick. But yeah, I mean, just trying to think, like, what else could that benefit? Like, I'm sure there's some good benefits, but like, I feel like there'd be quite a few drawbacks as well. Like, I guess it'd be nice to know, like, you know, if temperature of your console does, you know, have some sort of, plays some sort of factor in, Jesus Christ. It's really interesting, but still, like, what if they find out, like, oh, making it cold does this, and you can save, you know, 12 seconds in 120 star with just by having this colder light, because that would be, I mean, 12 seconds is a lot, dude. Like, if you, I mean, I think that's enough to close the gap for a world record. Fuck. I think it's really cool that he's doing that, but then, like, another part of me is like, well, fuck, man, this could, you know, turn out to be either really cool or something not so cool. God, that is boring. Yeah, I really like Drogi. I am excited to see whatever comes out of this. I just worry that his hard work will be, you know, I don't know, I mean, I guess, I mean, it would be, it's probably a good thing to learn no matter what. So, I guess it's not important how much it could be really implemented, but at the same time, he was saying, like, as if it could save no seconds, it could save several seconds. And, like, if it did save, and like you said, you know, that'd be a big deal, and yeah, it would be, but then, you know, you'd also have to, you know, there's also all these things that you have to consider. I don't know. Happy, happy, joy, joy. It is nice to be getting my rollouts better. Oops. What? What? Oh boy, oh boy. Shit. Oh boy. So I gotta go. I gotta go out tomorrow and get Tiger some more medicine. I gotta. You son of a bitch. Oh god, he doesn't know what's happening. Oh god, he's broken. I died because I panicked. I actually did it. Fucking hell. So I want to take a little mini break in a moment. I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm just gonna sit here and take a break. But yeah. All over the place, man. Damn it. Did it! I did it! I did it! I remembered how to do it. It's really weird that the stage is like split like that. Kind of interesting. Wowzers. God. Chronic pain is like such a shitty thing to deal with. Especially when the best thing for chronic pain is usually something that's pretty debilitating in itself, actually. Little breeze scree roar, breeze scree roar. I used to do that. Breeze scree roar, breeze scree or. You know, like breeze scree that kind of shit. That cool grindcore stuff. Yay. Son of bitch. Yeah, also, in Galaxy, triple jumping was really fucking annoyingly difficult. I don't know why. I don't know why I could not triple jump very well in Galaxy. Woot. Suck it, monkeys. I'm going corporate. Oh boy. Damn it. Damn it. Fucking overshot it. Oh man. Oh, I wish I may delay and pray and spray. And I hope the time we have will be gay. And I hope maybe at a certain point I could hit the hay. Cause I'm kinda fuck, I'm so stupid. That is so weird. That's the second time I've done that, to where I dive and I hit and I'm supposed to lose health, but then I land like on a coin. What? Damn. Almost salvaged. Damn, almost salvaged again. I don't fucking know what I'm doing. What? Damn it. Can I not bonk on this wall? That's odd. God damn it. Wonder if that changes it. Probably does. What the hell? I don't know. Candleless is such a peculiar trick. Ugh. Shit. God, I still think it's so weird that the fucking Pog champ fucking dude trying to be like some crazy conspiracy theorist nut. Damn it. Brownie. Oh, Brownie. Picture of Brownie. Wait, why do I only have 2 stars? Oh, because I only did 2 stars because I'm a fucking genius. Oh boy. You know what I think I need? Couple of these. What I need right now. Couple of these. Look how ghostly wide I am. Okay. So. Oh man. What a day. What a day, what a day, what a day. What a fucking day, man. God, I fucking hate people sometimes. Okay, dude. I am like fucking white as sin. Looks, fuck, dude, what is up with that? Maybe I shouldn't have this fucking big fluorescent light right here. I mean, if I didn't have the filter on, it would be like even worse. Hello. I'm from the surface of the sun. God. I can fuck with this and make my skin tone look a little bit more natural. Yeah. Oh, white. Yeah, there we go. Even whiter. That's what we want. Alright. Whatever. My fancy used ring light. It's a ring light that is used, and it's got a bunch of different little filters and stuff on it. But the cord is kind of messed up, so you gotta be really careful with it. And I'm sure one day it's just gonna stop working, and that'll suck. But till then, it's pretty cool. Let me check some actually. Everyone knows that you're my hero. Twatch TV. Dude, oh my god. It's like the most annoying shit to see every fucking time I get on Twitch. Just hear blum 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 blum. And then somebody has their headphones on, just like me, and it's like sitting there like just, or like, what? How the fuck is that entertainment? I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Am I too old? Am I too old now to not just get why this? It's fucking cool and entertaining to watch for 3 hours. How is this a music event? This is just not my fucking cup of tea. There's like, oh, okay, I guess there's a cool light show. Oh, okay, now they're kind of interacting. Oh, okay, it's really... God, I'm gonna mute this for a sec. Just listen to this. And then back to... How the fuck is this entertaining? How the fuck is watching somebody dance to their own music poorly dance to their own music and poorly lip sync it. They're not a performer. I'm sorry. I don't understand why this is fucking entertainment, man. This is like, I always see this shit, dude. I always see some fucking DJ. Like, just, like, I don't get DJs, man. I don't get DJs. I'm sorry, I don't get them. I don't get why watching a fucking live DJ is cool. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, what is the fucking appeal? I really don't get it. Everyone know that you're my hero. Oh, I guess my stream was supposed to end 18 minutes ago. But whatever. Play for a little bit longer. Yeah. I mean, it's awesome that they can make money doing that, and they're doing like what they like, it seems, and they can make music. I mean, I can't make music like that, but like I don't understand the live aspect of it. I fucking don't. I don't get to understand that. And I'm from the surface of the sun, obviously. Or, well, no, I guess maybe I'd be tan. I'm an angel? Or a ghost? I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost. I ghost. I ghost. Yeah, man, I just don't get it. I don't get the fucking appeal. I don't get it. 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 I don't know how many times I can say it. I don't get 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 it. I wish I did get it. I wish I was like, oh. I just, normally I can see the appeal in things. Like, normally I can be like, oh, well, that's stupid, but yeah, I can see why people like it. But this is just like, I don't see. I just don't see how that's entertaining. It's just, it's a lot different than the concerts that I'm used to going to. Like, if I went to see Rush, like the music of Rush, and it was just Geddy Lee turning a bunch of fucking knobs and like clapping every once in a while and like lip syncing and shit and doing weird dances. Like, objectively, like, how can people, like, that's objectively what you're watching. I just don't see, like, how objectively that is entertaining. I really don't. Like, it's something to, like, when you're hanging out with, like, your friend. Like, oh, my friend is dancing poorly and attempting to lip sync. Cool. Like, that's awesome. Like, but I don't know, when it becomes like a form of entertainment that like people like flock around to see, and all of these shows are like the same thing, it's like, and it's like the stuff going on like behind them wasn't even that cool. Like, I've seen like EDM stuff where they have like an accompanying like video to go with the music, and it's like this whole like thing with like the music, and like I guess that's kind of cool. Like, that's like at the very least what you should do. Like, if you're like an EDM person, like, I feel like there has to be some sort of entertainment besides just the music, because when people come to watch live music and listen to it. There's two things in there: watching it and being visually satisfied. That's why bands and stuff put on crazy live shows with like cool lights and stuff. You know, the lights are choreographed to the music essentially. I mean, the guys on stage might not be doing a whole lot, but the stuff on the stage, there's fire, there's lasers, there's this and that. There's at least that, and obviously they're also sitting there playing the instrument, which in and itself is entertaining. So just watching somebody play an instrument really well on a professional level is inherently entertaining. But then, like, technically they're not playing an instrument, which, whatever, that's fine. But I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just nitpicking too much. I just really don't fucking see the appeal in it. I just don't. And the fact that Twitch is always like, check out this fucking live DJ, is always just like so goddamn annoying. Like, any excuse, like, oh, it was Black History Month, check out these black DJs. Now it's Women's Day, check out these women DJs. In between them, hey, check out these live streams that are just fucking DJs. Like, any reason to have a DJ, to have a fucking DJ. Like, I get it, man. There are lots of DJs on Twitch. Like, I don't get it though, man. I don't fucking get it. I'd rather watch Noodle Man or whatever the fuck. That was at least like, that was entertaining. That was you could watch that and be like, okay, I can see why this is entertaining. Like, it was a stupid fun, just a stupid fun little gimmick, but it was still entertaining. If you don't know what Noodle Man is, it's like this black light, like stick figure, that puppet that like this person puts on stream and has dance parties with, and just like the noodle he just like makes the noodle dance in like these weird funny ways. And I mean, personifying it to think like a real person dancing like that is, I think kind of the most of the appeal of it, because the noodle is dancing kind of ridiculously. It's not like a good dancer by any means, but like, it's still like, it's in rhythm. It's going to the music. I don't think, maybe the dude does choreograph, or maybe maybe the person does choreograph it, but like, I don't know if the dude does. I mean, maybe they just know the song really well. Maybe that's, how they do it, but yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't see the fucking appeal, and I've always just been kind of like, beyond just listening to it and like watching a cool light show to it, what's the entertainment appeal of EDM? And so many people have been like, well, it's just the atmosphere. And that's like when video game developers rely on multiplayer in order to be fun. I shouldn't have to rely on other people playing the game in order to have fun. The game should just be fucking fun. Like, that's just how it works. And trying to change, and like changing that is like kind of changing like a fundamental of how this is, like, video games can be educational and stuff, but at their core, video games are still supposed to be fun. Like, it's supposed to be fun. Like, video games are supposed to be fun. That's they can be entertaining and stuff, but they can be a fun way to entertain. Just like a lot of things, were intended, I'm sure the first people that, figured out how to read, and figured out books and shit were like, dude, books are fucking tight. Like, books are hella fucking tight. Books are the tightest shit in the fucking world. The end all be all of entertainment. Fucking books. Yeah. I don't know. Of course, your books are inherently fun. You could teach things with them, but they're inherently, supposed to be entertainment. Or maybe not. I don't know. They're probably supposed to be like knowledge based, I think is what literature originally supposed to be, so we can, document shit. And ooh, I really like that effect. Drawing. Hello. Drawing a penis. I wonder if I can draw a penis. Come on. Show up. Okay, never mind. I can't draw a penis. I forget what they look like. Yeah, I don't know how to draw a penis. I forget what they look like. Yeah. So, what if that was my real voice? And I was just putting on like this fake, like low, gravelly voice before. Well, I guess it's not as gravelly as it used to be. I can't even do it anymore. When I smoked, my voice was like really gravelly. My voice is not as gravelly anymore, but like, I guess if I slow down, I can kind of do it, but not really. Yeah, that's just talking slower. My voice used to be like, I'm just joking. That last one was a joke. My cat kind of sounds like, one of my cats kind of sounds like that. She'll come up to me and like she'll like rub against my leg and be like, look up at me and be like, me. And she like does that with like, oh hi Wee. It's like, she's adorable. Oh, my kitties are cute. Of course they are. Oh, that was a big yawn. Oh, that was a big boy yawn. Okay. So, speedrunning is very mental. Not only do you have to learn all these strats and stuff, I feel more and more of that. Having the mental fortitude and preparedness and confidence in order to deal with the challenges ahead is, probably the most important factor. If I am not confident and feeling good that I can complete certain strats and certain tricks efficiently, or that if I screw up, that I can just correct it real quick. Like the important thing is like when you screw up, don't panic. It's okay, just do your backup. It's easy to say don't panic, but the yeah, it just when I that's why sometimes I find myself taking like lots of breaks and just kind of like straying away from like, it's not like I'm scheduled to speed run, but I just pause it a lot and I'll sit here and talk and whatever because mentally I'm trying to reset a little bit, and I just need sometimes I just randomly talk about some shit, laugh a little bit, then get back into it. I really try not to take myself too seriously. I'm not like a fucking pro gamer or anything, but like I know when I can do better at a game. I've been playing video games like my whole fucking life. I think I've played video games like it's like the longest thing I've ever committed to, besides like blinking and breathing and eating and sleeping. Like I've been I I grew up with the classic story. I had my uncle worked at Nintendo, and like my only uncle really did work at Nintendo, and he worked his way up from being a game tester to game consultant to, I think he was like head consultant at a certain point, or a certain point, or something like that. He worked his way up to be able to, um he wasn't a developer, or I don't know what maybe he was a developer actually, but I know he did like a lot of testing and a lot of like consulting and stuff, and because he was really good at video games, and he was really good at talking to people. So he would, when you call and ask a Nintendo person how to beat this level, and they sit there and play the game with you on the phone and talk you through it, that was my uncle's job. And uh, they gave him a Nintendo to like take home and stuff, and we had the Super Nintendo. I think we got a Super Nintendo when I was like 3 or 4, maybe, for Christmas. I remember. I think maybe I was 4. But yeah, for Christmas we got a Super Nintendo, and then the year Nintendo 64 came out, we got that. I remember that. That was fucking dope. And I forget how old I was exactly, but the yeah, Nintendo 64, like going from like Super Nintendo to Nintendo 64 and like playing like Mario for the first time was like, what? Like, what the fuck? Like, this is fucking crazy. Like, you shouldn't, what? You could climb the trees. What? You could climb the fucking trees. Dude, you could swim. Dude, you can drown. Dude. Dude, that's weird. So wait, you're just like always big now though? So you don't have you don't get mushrooms in the game? What? You don't get mushrooms in the game? What? And then, because mind you, Super Mario 64 was the first 3D Mario platformer. And, the, I don't know, the game was so cool. Yeah, like I said, I had an uncle that worked there, and, I grew up with computers and video games. So, like, I've been around video games, my entire life, so, like, might as well try and do something with it. Um, okay. Let's fucking do this. Hello, hello. Ah, come on. Damn.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm probably gonna call it quits soon. Just go and hit the sack, hang out with my kitties, go to sleep. Like how I said, hit the sack and then go to sleep. Get it? I'm just joking. Damn, dude, single jump must be really fucking hard to do. Damn it. Is that one thing that people do? It's like, I don't know. Shit. For shame. Alright, I just want to get this one last time. I'm gonna probably hit the sack. I want to get it good though. A little bit better. Good enough. Alright. That's it for tonight. Catch you on the flippity flop. I'll see you tomorrow. Wish me luckos. I'm gonna go take my mother-in-law to get vaccinated. So, wish me luckos. Now I go poop.